Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, and this is Raid Shadow Legends. It has been a fair while, hasn't it? I think the last video I uploaded was about a month ago. I did go away for 2 weeks, and then now I've been back 2 weeks. I just haven't really been enthused by the game, to be honest. I skipped the fusion mostly because I missed the beginning of it. I was still on holiday, and then there was no way of catching up. And, I am here with the Fiery Singles path. I'm here with the Champion Pass. I don't know. What's there to say? I think the game is not in the best spot right now. I've been saying it for quite a while, actually, that the trajectory of the game has not been one that I think is heading in the right direction or in a good direction. Forget the monetization. I've always played free to play, so that's kind of not so relevant in many ways. But I think the underlying core gameplay, that's where the issues are for me. I've said it before, I didn't think Twins was a very good addition, the way it was done. Sand Devils, Phantom Shogun, they're not interesting, they're not fun. The individual boss mechanics, decent, but the fact you have to farm them, the way the farming works, what you're actually trying to get, it's just not that great. And we really haven't had much else. Have zero interest in live arena. I actually do need to get myself back up in tag team. That 2 weeks away, dropped all the way down to silver 3, in fact. So last week managed to get myself to silver 4, and now I should get myself back up to gold 1 and then gold 2. And then I probably won't bother going to gold 3 or 4, to be honest. It's just it's too painful when you're up there. Otherwise, need to do a bit of work on Hydra. Considering doing a couple of videos on Hydra, I think that is probably more interesting, showing how I'm trying to push the damage up on Nightmare, Brutal, and Hard, and potentially kind of do a bit of team rebuilding. So that could be where we end up doing some work. I probably will, in this video, show these 3 keys in tag team. I think once I'm back in gold 1, maybe next weekend, I could do a dedicated video on tag team once more. That generally was quite well received if we go back in the past. But, it's really about this PvE content they're going to release, which they claim is going to be bigger and better than Doom Tower. But, we'll see. I think for me, truth be told, if that content isn't really that interesting or deep, that could spell pretty much the end of the game for me. I think that's kind of the way it's going. I had that 2-week break. I didn't touch the game at all in that 2 weeks, didn't log in even once. And I came back and I wasn't revitalized. I wasn't enthused to log in. I've been, getting on and doing the dailies each day, but just not been finding it that exciting, to be honest. Anyway, that's kind of a little bit of background to me and why I haven't been uploading. I might well branch out a little bit to some other games. I would like to play Zelda, offline. I also would quite like to play a bit of Baldur's Gate 3, maybe Diablo 4. And I haven't played World of Warcraft for, well over 10 years. Basically since Wrath of the Lich King was first out. The original time round, that was pretty much when I quit, was after that. And I've heard that they're basically kind of doing a bit of a Classic Plus, is what it's generally been referred to as. And I'm a little bit enthused by that, to be honest. And also hardcore World of Warcraft sounds kind of fun. I always like doing things that are a bit silly and where things are stacked against you. So there's other areas outside of Raid that I'd like to get on with. And, for my own personal thing, I've been getting back involved in my photography, which has always been something that's been of interest of mine. And Raid has fallen down the pecking order of what I want to spend my time doing. Anyway, back into the game as it is right now. I am doing the champion training tournament. I decided I would pick up this skin here. We get a legendary book along the way, and to be honest, half a primal shard as well. But a skin for Newt, cool champion, use them a lot, and it'd be fun to have the skin, I think. So I think that's a good tournament. I like the idea of them giving us a guaranteed skin over and above the rewards that we would typically expect. So not replacing the legendary book, but as an additional. I think that's good. So I have to hold my hands up and say, I think they've done a good job on this training tournament. Now, fiery singles path. This, for me, is where it goes a little bit wrong. The area I think that's probably interesting is probably Kira. And the question becomes, it's not, can we expedite getting Kira to get Mikage faster, but rather, when we eventually fuse Mikage, would we like to still have a copy of Kira in the back pocket? And decrease accuracy AoE, not bad. Ally protection, increased defense, not bad. But not really that riveting. Now, I'm trying to kind of predict, would there potentially be some kind of content where this might be useful? Tricky. There aren't that many 3-turn cooldown ally protection, increased defense, so that's quite rare to get that combination of buffs on that shorter cooldown. Decrease accuracy AoE, I really like that for Hydra, but she's not bringing enough to be Hydra usable endgame, because you just need way more. I mean, this would have to be AoE decrease accuracy with another debuff, either decrease speed or decrease attack AoE. You can pretty much get decrease attack AoE through the passive, but I would say she would be a luxury, probably, to fit in. But not a bad champion overall. Now, the epics are ridiculously expensive, but if we were to look at just getting Kira by herself, here's the old spreadsheet from a long time ago. I've added a little bit on here. So the kind of normalized points for Heroes Path are here. If we effectively, I've just divided everything by 9 to equate this to be comparable with the Champion Chase and Summon Rush. And basically, it's not fantastic, really. They've completely neutered the value of the Void Shard. And the Ancient Shard, although they've buffed it, it's still nowhere near as valuable as you're going to get from 2 times Ancient on a Champion Chase. So really saying, do you want to summon Sacreds or not? Now, for me, given that I've already got a few points just from the Dungeon Divers side of things, I basically need roughly 99,500. In fact, I already have 1,655 points, so I can reduce that from the total. And we can then look at how many shards we need. And the reality is, we'll probably get it for just under 22. So between 21 and 22 sacreds. A little bit more expensive than the recent guaranteed sacreds that we've typically seen. They've been priced around 20 sacreds ever since Elva, I believe it was. And if we jump back into the game and we have a think about these guaranteed sacreds, the truth is, this champion just isn't anywhere near as strong as Elva, not as strong as Necmo, not as strong as Michinaki. This is a pretty bang average legendary for 22 sacreds. And I'm struggling to see what content they're going to throw where I would actually use Kira. And do I want to waste 22 sacreds? Now, I would love a Rotus, but it's expensive, 22 sacreds, and you can't bank on this 10x. Like, this just realistically, is this going to come? I don't think so. You can say, oh, yeah, you have loads of shards. You should pull them anyway. And maybe you're right. But I have a lot of shards because I don't pull unnecessarily. And we are entering towards the holiday season. I think they could throw some bigger events coming up. We do typically need those shards not just to do the regular fusions, but also to do like guaranteed souls when they throw those out at us as well. So I just kind of think that I would be better served keeping those 22 sacreds than getting a copy of Kira, who I will probably never build and would just sit in the vault. And 22 sacreds for a champion that I'm not going to use. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. But tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, particularly given I have that many shots. Right, we need to do 3 battles here. Let's have a quick look at what we've got going. I had to switch things up a little second ago. Let me do a cleave against that, a ghost second against their speed team, and kind of another ghost second right there. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll take it off auto and I'll just adjust the champions we're going to use. Probably which way round? I mean, this one really suggests that I should probably go like that. Actually, just put in a stub champion. Something like that. That one will be fine. Stone skin across the board. We can give the better copy of Candrathon. Yeah, I think that should be good. We use our classic cleave, win the speed race, and then put the skills on cooldown. Try and block passives. We managed to get the strip on the Stone Skin Duchess, nuke with Leoris. I mean, we are a little bit kind of overpowered, to be honest, for silver 3 and 4. So, yeah, should be okay. Let's get that up. We did lose a Surga. I don't know why. We didn't really need her, to be honest. And just kill the Arbiter. Kill that, and then we're just gonna A1, to be honest. Otherwise, reviving's a bad idea. Then the passive of Lydia will kick in. That was quite straightforward. Let's click auto. And that job is done as well. 2 more on the list. This is problematic, but we'll figure that out in a second. I'd say my cleave is best against their Sun Wukong, who I need to build my Sun Wukong, to be honest. I haven't actually done that yet. Against the first team, I think we will go... What are we going to go with? I always forget what Arix does. It's the stunner. There we go. Okay. Let's go for the buff strip of Uko, and I'll probably go with Valk. I like Valk in that setup, and this is a problem. What do we want in this team here? We almost certainly want some kind of buff strip ourselves. Almost tempted to put my buff strip here. Not sure. It's a tricky one, actually. I will go with Mithrala, and then I think something like that. Yeah, let's give that a go. If we win 2 out of 3, it's not really not really the end of the world. Let's get a counter attack on. They've got quite annoying buffs across the board, actually. Go for an A1. And we really want to beat down the Pythian, so I'll take down their damage with an A1 from Candrathon, and then we'll just wait until this stone skin has expired. I might actually give it a go, see if we can strip it with Uko. We did. And at this point, hopefully we can get the A1. I don't think we're going to kill Pythian, to be honest. I think that's probably going to be too difficult because our first A1 is going to go into Ultimate Death Knight. But we get a little softening up, and we've still got our AoE hit to go. So I'm still going to save that. I'm just going to buff myself. Because what I'm essentially waiting for is the revive. There we go. I'm kind of waiting for that stone skin to expire as well. We should get a little bit more damage there. Now we can just do this. Now we should be able to get the kill. Then we can click auto. That's just about a bit of fight management. It's getting it done. I have actually quite a number of champions I need to build. So I've got Sun Wukong, no gear. I've never put any gear on Vlad. There's a bunch of other champions. I've probably got like between 10 and 15 champions that are 6-star, full masteries, no masteries assigned, no gear. So, you know, that could be future content as well. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, the question is, what do you guys want to see? I mean, if the choice was entirely yours, what would I be putting out in terms of content? Like what interests you in that regards? Would it be more on this game, other games, bit of streaming of other games? I know some people try and do other game stuff, and it's difficult if you're known for one game to then do a different game. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't want to play this game forever. That's for sure. Oh, this Taras Michinaki is just such a ridiculous combination. Like, just absolutely does so much damage no matter what team you build. And we're just kind of struggling here a bit, to be honest. I don't think this one's going to be a win. Simply put. There you go. I did need to bring a buff strip, but they had protected buffs, and that was a well-built team, to be fair. Not the end of the world. Right. What is our next one? We want to use that there. So we kind of want to use it against that team. Let's go like that. Then against this team, we've got increased accuracy. I still think I'll go with that. Because I reckon what increase attack, probably the increased accuracy, get the block buffs out, then the sleep, nuke. That's what I'm reckoning. But if I do Asuga like that, that should be fine. And then against this team down here, probably keep those two, plus maybe Ultimate Death Knight. Though the problem is if I get an unlucky proc, Ultimate Death Knight is good against Rotus, but kind of rubbish against everyone else. So I kind of want two nukers. Which point I think be best served going for probably not you. It's a good point, actually. What do I want? Do this here. If one gets killed, I mean, yeah, that should work. And then I need a nuker in the first battle. I guess I could put Staltus there. Or maybe I should just put Staltus in that team. There we go. Maybe that works better. We go Candraphon in the first team. Wait, is that Xena? Already? Wow. Oh, I didn't even talk about the champion pass. I don't know if I should talk about it, to be honest. It's kind of ridiculous. Is it worth talking about? Let's just... One. Annoying. There. Try and reduce the cooldown duration of that. Might get lucky with it over there. Let's go there and try and get the fear. Try and drop the turn meter. Possible. And AoE from Candraphon. That does that job. See if we manage to stay alive. We did. I will do that. And then hopefully we'll get a chance to actually go. We should just kill the Arbiter. That's pretty good. And then this one. Right. We kind of want to get some of these stone skins and buffs off. Let's see what we can do. Not bad. Then try and kill these. I actually should have done the A2. That was a mistake. But we're doing okay. Let's just go A2 there. That stone skin doing good work. Right, we're just down to one Mortu that we should be able to kill a single Mortu. We had 2 nukers still up. There we go, 1700 points. We've used all of our keys. Don't really need to do any more. I need to buy these when I do get promoted tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's kind of that. And that's probably enough for this video. Actually, I'm going to, as soon as I've finished, rebuild my undead team. I'm going to finally get some gear onto Vlad. I think it'll speed up. My fastest run is only 1 minute 52, which is not great. I'd like to get that closer to the minute mark if possible. Orcs, I do have options. Liburger is another champion that's never been built. Nogdar, another champion that's never been built. Gomlock, another champion that's never been built. Have actually booked Gomlock now, some CVC at some point. It could be fun to play around with him at some point. So I think there's lots of stuff we could do. It's just what do we want to do? That's the question. Anyway, I think that is enough for this video. A little I'm back-ish. I'm not that enthused, but meh. We're still persevering with the game nonetheless. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me why I'm wrong for not doing the fusion. Tell me why I'm wrong for considering playing other games. Tell me whatever you want, really, in the comments. I do read them all. Anyway, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.